Hello everyone, I'm Saujanya Natarajan and I currently study the AS Media Studies course at Cranford Community College. And recently we completed our foundation portfolio, and today I want to show you what creativity is all about. During our introductory lessons we were told that we had to produce pieces of research and planning, and our instant thought was filled with an image of piles of paper. But that did not happen, as our challenge was to generate each and one of those tasks in the most creative way as possible. As media students, creativity is our best friend, and we embarked a wonderful journey together. This journey equipped us to learn extensive skills regarding software, hardware, and not to essentially use PowerPoints or Word documents. A world we knew until GCSE was full of these PowerPoints and Word documents, but this time round we managed to produce excellent, innovative pieces of work. Currently you can see our website that we created by using an online website tool called Wix.com, and this was a platform in which all our work was uploaded, and today I want to share some of our work with you. Firstly, let's navigate to the research page. This is a little introductory video that we created using a website called GoAnimate to introduce the research section.
Always here to help you. This is the research world where all our thriller genre artifacts and information are stored.
What do you mean artifacts and information?
Well, this database will give a preview to anyone who wants to indulge in the world of the thriller genre.
Wow, that's
This is our research page, and instantly you can see how interactive this portfolio is with different pages for the different tasks, easy to navigate through. This is one of the first tasks that we did, called Conventions of the Thriller Genre. We decided to present this task in the form of an interactive presentation, but not PowerPoint, but an online display of videos, images and text called Prezi. As I click next, you can see how the presentation zooms in and out, displaying a brainstorm of the things that we researched regarding sound, props, storylines, etc. We've never used this tool before, and to apply that to our task meant our work was unique to others, as it was visually represented in a creative way. The second task that we did was called iconography. Instead of just stating that a thriller film uses knives, guns, and low lighting, we decided to do a parody of all the icons related to this genre. Therefore, we filmed ourselves in the funniest way possible, and this is what we created at the end.
Knives of blood is another obvious. It signifies not only death, pain, and mortality. It's usually used when someone's about to be killed, and it definitely keeps the audience engaged.
Sellotape! Sellotape, though you might not think about it, it's quite iconic. It's usually used to restrain the protagonist or the antagonist to keep them under some sort of control, to show power, to make them feel uneasy and restricted, and the audience will wonder, will they ever escape? Silhouettes and shadows, confined spaces, running water and knives. Let's move to the audience expectations. We presented this task in a Vox Box manner, where we had a BBC intro, introducing the task as a news flash. Then we went to Hounslow High Street and filmed people who we believe could potentially be our audience. This was first-hand experience, and this was a primary source for us. Let's take a look.
Like friendly people on Nightmare on the Street, Saw 3, things like that. What emotions do you expect to feel? Well, emotions that I expect to feel is like quite sad, quite depressing, sometimes like angry, and all like that. My favourite Saw 3D because it's so like awe-inspiring. It grabs your attention straight away, and as soon as you see it, you still wouldn't stop watching it. It gets you into it, and it builds up a feeling of suspense as well. Yeah. What props do you expect to see in the film? What props? Okay, crazy costumes.
Moving on from videos, we decided to use a range of online tools to produce a collage of work. For the tasks inside the thriller, we found a website that allowed us to create jigsaw puzzles where the user of the website can piece together a poster, and this is the puzzle that you can see. You can see when you join it together, a poster appears for you to read. This is quite interactive as the user has the opportunity to sort of work around the student's work. Another tool we used was the green screen, which enabled us to create a weather report based around font analysis. For this task, we used Final Cut Pro to edit the background with different fonts, as we did a weather report analysing the structure of the fonts, etc. Let's take a look.
As you can see here, we have the facial face font. Yes, it says it in the name. The font is very bold and big and looks like blood smears, therefore this connotes fear, danger and pain to the audience. This is a typical convention, and as you can see, the blood is dripping. So it's very eye-capturing.
As you can see here, we have the October Crow font. It's in the name really, because October is quite a cold month. As you can see, you have to wrap up quite warm. It's quite tree-like to create mystery. I talk about mystery a lot because that's what the genre is supposed to be. The line's quite sketchy to connote a struggle.
Double feature font there. As you can see, the text looks as if blood is spattering from it again. The font is also very chunky and thick, so I would wrap up warm if I was you.
That concludes our research section, and let's move on to the planning section. This is the initial ideas task, and for this task we used a website called Pixton.com to create a comic strip. In this comic strip, we included ourselves as the different characters and transformed our scribbles on the pads to speech bubbles on the screen. Here are the different characters, and you can see the discussion that they're having about different storylines, plots, etc. Moving on from that, we had to create a shot-by-shot breakdown of our final video. For this task, we wanted to literally show a physical timeline. Therefore, we made some of our group members stand on a timeline holding the shots. Let's take a closer look.
Come da porta picchita va bene, si tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna.
0 to 5 seconds, 5-second shots. 5 to 10 seconds, 7-second shot.
10 to 15 seconds, 7-second shot.
Come da porta picchita va bene.
The next task that we did was a thriller mood board. For this one, we filmed our group member actually doing the mood board. And then, when it came to the editing, we fast-forwarded the footage and added a soundtrack to make it more interesting. Here you can see what we did. For the synopsis planning, we used a Vokai, which is an animated character, to introduce our synopsis. Here's the Vokai character.
We have decided to do a thriller opening containing the combination of the genre, psychological and crime. This is our synopsis that we have concluded with from all the initial ideas brainstorm. A dark, yet adventurous and mysterious.
I hope you got insight to the kind of stuff that we produce here at Cranford for our foundation portfolio, and hopefully our creations should inspire you too. Think creative and aim high.